Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. This is the Battle of Prairie Grove in the legendary campaign, the Confederate campaign of Ultimate General Civil War. It's the last battle before we get into Fredericksburg. Couple things coming up here pretty soon. I will have a channel update. It's done, ready to go. It's going to go live later today. It'll have a question of the week. So look forward to that, as well as getting ready for Fredericksburg. But the next video you'll see in this series will not be the Battle of Fredericksburg. It's actually just going to be kind of a little interlude in between to show you kind of a something I learned in preparing for the Battle of Fredericksburg that may be helpful to you as you do a legendary mode campaign or even a campaign on a different mode. Something that may help to deal with the issue of AI scaling, which is what happens when you add more troops and the enemy adds more to compete with that. So I'll talk about that in that next video. That'll be coming between this one and the Battle of Fredericksburg. But here we go in Prairie Grove. This was a historical battle fought in northwest Arkansas in December of 1862. It was tactically a stalemate. Neither side really won. Both sides had about 10,000 troops. Both sides lost about the same number. But strategically, it basically secured that part of Arkansas for the Union, and the Confederacy never really returned to that area with an army. So 26,072 guns for the Union, almost 19,032 guns for me. However, this is a battlefield that is beautiful for defending with a smaller number of troops. So basically all I need to worry about is where I'm going to put folks. The fortifications for this one are great. The way that they're shaped, they just really lend themselves nicely to being able to hold against a superior force. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix things up here a little bit. I'm going to keep Fife's militia back, actually. I'm going to put my 2-star units kind of to hold the center. Let's get the guns up, ready to go. We're going to put the big guns on either side and the smoothbores that I brought into this battle right in the center, covering the objective. Basically, what my plan is here is, I'm going to pause, is basically hold the fortifications, which you can see here, and then once the battle's almost over, move forward and secure the objective, because holding the objective now doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, there's no fortifications on this right side, and that's kind of an issue, but we should be okay over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break off a lot of skirmishers and kind of use them to help extend my line a little bit, as well as he's going to have a bunch of cavalry that's going to try to sneak around me on my left side. So these skirmishers are going to help secure my flanks and my rear against that cavalry, which I know will be coming. And if they do sneak behind me, I'll park them back here just to protect my guns and protect myself from being flanked. Alright, we'll go ahead and start moving. I'm going to put the 24-pounders here. I'm actually going to run to make sure I get everybody there as quickly as possible. I'll keep these skirmishers right here just in case he does sneak somebody out behind me and I don't see him. I'm going to put the smoothbores right here so they can kind of have a nice clear field of fire on the objective. 24-pounders and 14-pounders I'll keep back behind the lines. So here he is. He's going to try and hit my flanks, try and sneak around me here. But for the most part, this is a fairly easy battle, even when you're outnumbered. Just got to keep an eye out, like right here with Ewell, to make sure he doesn't get hit on his flank. Pull Lily back just a little bit. And then I just need to hold for 2 hours, and when the time comes, he'll probably try to rush the center near the end of the battle. I just need to drive them off and then move forward, secure the objective, and win. Okay, here he comes with skirmishers and mounted infantry. A lot of it. I'm actually going to go over here so I can try to block him from getting around me, because I know that's his plan. Yeah, see, he's actually riding right through my line. Look at that. He's just moving right through the line. He's not even concerned about engaging me. He just wants to sneak behind and harass me from the rear. And that's why I need to keep these skirmishers back here. I think that was his plan all along on this one. So I'm going to park skirmishers back here to guard my guns, guard my supplies. He's going to hit Ewell. Let's back up. No, don't back up that way. Back straight up, please. He may have another unit out here, so I'm a little nervous about bringing my skirmishers out, because I think there might be another brigade of infantry somewhere. Ah, no. Turn this way. There you go. Oh, maybe there's not. Okay, perfect. It's kind of a big battlefield in terms of what you're covering, because you're looking at the two flanks at the same time. Okay, here's Ohio Outlaws just got driven off. They have a long line to cover right here. Somewhere back here is that mounted infantry, I know. Here he comes at the center. And he'll secure the objective, which is fine. He can have it. And we're going to back Ewell up, because I need to engage this 3,000 man brigade with more than one. Let's pause for just a second, because there's a lot going on and I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Just looking at the numbers for a second. He's lost almost 2,000. I've lost about 600 men so far. So that's about where we want to be. I need to get these smooth bores firing on that brigade. I got to keep these skirmishers back here to cover the rear, because I know that unit of mounted infantry is going to come back at me at some point. I got to watch here that he doesn't come down on Lily's skirmishers. Okay, and this is kind of ideal how I want it here. I got two full brigades firing on die. I'm also getting into his flank. Oh, we got melee happening here again. Oh, here they come. Alright, we gotta back Lily out before he gets volleyed on by Bertram. I've I've lost a couple of generals now. Not too excited about that. It's mostly happening right here in the center. Alright, things have kind of stabilized on the right for now. Get my general up a little closer to the action on that side. 24 pounders having a nice day here. Here they come again. These guys are driving me nuts. Alright, I'll keep these guys over here. So the reason they broke is he lost his commanding officer. Plus he's getting hit pretty hard on this spot here. About an hour to go. He's going to probably try to park as much of his army right here as he can. He's lost 3,000 men now. I've lost 1,000. And I'm not going to get too greedy here. My strategy moving forward is keep my army intact. He's going to have a lot of men no matter what I do. So I'd rather have a small force that keeps his numbers from getting too huge rather than have a big army that's full of new recruits and poorly armed soldiers. So I'm going to try to just keep my army intact as best I can. So as long as I know I'm in a position to win, I'm not going to push it to try and destroy more of his army. I will try to get out here on his flank again. Go up here and make sure that these guys stay supplied. Oh boy, hold on now. Why are we not turning? There we go. We got Bertram routed. These guys just have no fear. They're just going to keep riding right up into the midst of these skirmishers. The bad part is they keep drawing the attention of my 14 pounders. Alright, he's finally turning his brigade to face my skirmishers. Hopefully Harlan should be able to get into him now. Okay, I'm going to be careful here because I don't want him turning on me with a full brigade. We'll back off for now. There's only 46 minutes left. He's not been real aggressive, and he's got the numbers he could be if he wanted to. Alright, we'll kind of speed things up here for just a minute. Oh, here he comes again. Oh, there's another brigade there. Back off, back off. Couldn't quite see it. Half hour to go. He's over here now. .24 pounders, 533 kills. That's a pretty nice day for them. 14 pounders would be doing more, but they've kept turning around trying to deal with these guys behind me. Alright, we'll wait till there's about, I don't know, 10 minutes left, and then I'll advance on the objective and take it. And just to be safe, I'm going to bring an extra brigade over here to support that attack. And I'll go forward with 4. Don't run. Running not necessary. Oh, here he comes. He got through. Okay, timeout. Here's one of those things that bothers me. It would be fine if he actually got around my line, but the fact that he just rode right through my line and then was able to be intact enough to just continue harassing me during the entire battle kind of bothers me. Alright. 10 minutes. Now I know that he's going to respond to this, and that's okay. I'm going to put pressure on him so he can't come after just one brigade. Oh, I finally broke those guys. Awesome. It only took the entire battle. Probably half my casualties are going to happen in these last 5 minutes. Alright, that should do it. Okay, so there we go. Only lost 1,850 men. He lost almost 5,000, plus another 1,000 in cavalry, which is really nice. So about 6,000 casualties. Nice 3-to-1 day. That's always helpful. I didn't grab a whole lot of anything. I did lose those 2 brigadier generals wounded, but I've also got lieutenant generals now in command of my corps, so that's good. Although Albert Johnston may be a division commander, so we're going to have to swap him out. We don't need that. This guy's still a major general, so.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, first things first is we want to go army organization, give myself the ability to get 2,500 men in a brigade. I'll talk about that in the next video I'm going to do, which I already alluded to, about some hints, some helpful tactics to use in building your army before the Battle of Fredericksburg and before any of the multiple day battles. So I'll get into that when I do that, and so I'm not going to mess with any of the build or anything here for now. We'll just kind of look at, and you can't even see what the Union Army is going to look like at Fredericksburg because it only shows you their first day forces, which is only going to be 9,500, which I think bodes well for me. I'm guessing he's probably going to have an army of somewhere around 100 to 110,000 men at Fredericksburg, which is actually historically on the small side because I believe that the Battle of Fredericksburg was the largest battle in the entire war in terms of the number of combined soldiers between both armies. The Union had a huge force, one of the biggest armies they ever had on a battlefield at Fredericksburg. So we'll deal with that when we get to Fredericksburg, but like I said, be watching for those other videos coming up here shortly. And as always, I welcome your input, your comments, your questions, your observations, any and all of those things, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.